Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. No, that's not how do they say it. Children of all ages. Yeah, is that how they say it? Welcome to the Dumb Dad Podcast. My name is Evan. I'm a dumb dad.
Hey, everybody. My name is Kevin, and I'm a dumb dad.
Did I get that wrong? Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. Yeah, I guess that's how they say it.
Yeah, that's how they say it.
As soon as they said boys and girls, I was like, uh-oh.
I don't know. I haven't been
Now I'm doing children.
carnival in a
I
while.
just did boys and girls.
Cheers, buddy.
Cheers, pal. Cheers to episode number 99. I could really feel it that it was 99.
Yeah, we'll do. Talk about what we're drinking, then we'll do a little housekeeping.
Okay, so tonight I brought over kind of a cool special, speaking of milestones. This is Stone Brewing 25th anniversary IPA. It is a triple IPA. And Kevin asked me earlier, what do you know about a triple? I just said I know a triple means you're standing on third base.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if that has anything to do with this beer, but
starting with the dad joke.
A dumb one at that.
Yeah,
on
sure.
brand.
No, yeah.
Did you try it yet? What does it taste like? Does it taste like 3 IPAs in one?
Yes, it does.
IPA times 3?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Tell us about it. What notes? What notes are you getting?
It's actually really good. I can't tell you what anything tastes like. I'm like, it tastes like beer. I know I enjoy the flavor. No, I'm not getting walnut or apricot, but I just know
You're
I
not
enjoy
getting
it.
walnut. Heaps of it. I'm getting heaps of
Toasted walnuts.
Is there any other way to toast them or to eat them, consume them?
Everybody, this is a little bit of housekeeping real quick. To let everybody know, we are going to have a live Dumb Dad 100th episode on, I have to check my watch to make sure I get it right, September 25th.
September 25th,
Saturday.
2021, the year of our Lord. We will have a live event.
It will be live on TikTok, Instagram, and the YouTubes.
And it will be live video. We will post the video.
And we're going to post
then
the
immediate-
time. We don't have a time set. We're looking,
Well, it'll be on the gram.
check out the Instagram, and we'll also make an event on our TikTok at DumbDadPod. So you'll see an event, upcoming event. That's the one. So please join us.
suggest watching it on YouTube, I think, if you can, because we'll have the wider shot.
You have the wider
You can
shot.
see more.
More legs, more
So we would
arms.
love for everybody to log in on, again, we'll promote it. But we're gonna do like question and answer moments, sections.
Yeah.
We might read a couple of dumb parenting stuff like on the event. So send them in.
Send in your questions. Send in.
questions, stories, whatever you got. Your best stuff. Don't hold back.
I am not promising I will answer them.
I'm promising that Kevin will read every single one.
I will read every single one.
And
I don't
give
care
you
how long
send
this
a
podcast is.
it'll be a handwritten response in post.
Oh. Never mind then.
And the only reason I bring that all up is so I can pin it on you and not have to do any of it.
Okay, great.
So yeah, there we go. There's housekeeping. And that's
great.
now all under the rug, and let's continue.
How's it going, buddy?
Good.
Terrible.
Not horrible. Not good. No, it's fine. Everything is fine. Everything's good. I cannot wait to get rid of the heat wave, the end of summer. It's not really going on.
Every day.
The thing about California summer is it's gone already. And I don't know what you call this. Not summer. Summer feels like it's from like early June to like June, 21st. And then that's it. And then then it gets really hot.
I have a question for you as somebody who's from the West Coast. On the East Coast.
Mm-hmm. We're not even from the coast. We're from the corners.
What?
I mean, it's on the coast. But, when you say,
on
when
the
I think
coast.
like West Coast, I think like California. East Coast, I don't know. Anyway, continue.
Boston is the East Coast, everyone. So,
I mean, I know it's over there, but you know what I mean?
but at noon, it's the hottest time of day. In California, this is the same thing with summer. Summer in California is in September and August. And the hottest time of day is 3 and 4 p.m. Nothing makes sense out here.
Because the sun is just warming it up all day long.
I know, but the
Heating
East
it
Coast,
up,
that has not been my experience growing up. The hot days is like, noon is where it's really bad.
I don't know. He's powerful enough in that area. I'm assuming Tom Brady has something to do with it.
I bet he does.
He probably adjusted it.
Chucks a ball in the sun and goes, "You get out of here.
Hey.
They've had enough heat today. Now bring on the gallons of
Yeah.
humidity.
He's
You know how much I like that."
You know what? Screw this. I'm going down to Tampa.
It's really hard though with this temperature because my kids were like, let's go play outside. And I'm like, absolutely, let's go play outside.
Yeah.
And we will.
Until 9 a.m. and then everybody back inside.
That's what I mean. We'll go outside and they'll play like ball. Like we were playing with the tee lately. We're playing a
Ball
lot of
out.
baseball and stuff. It's been great.
Mm-hmm.
And then like, can we go inside? This is awful.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, I mean, you're not making contact with the ball. The sun's beating down on us.
You're not making any contact with the ball. Your future as an MLB young prospect is going out the window faster than the AC is. Who left the door open? Let's go back inside.
I just look like a guy who's playing catch with a ghost. Just throw the ball. Not even ghost, just like one of those sad indie movies. That person I played catch with like died, and I'm just throwing the ball at air, running over and picking it up and coming back. And like, he's not letting go.
Yeah.
That's what playing ball with my kids is.
And it's like every time you got to go get the ball, it just gets hotter and hotter and hotter.
Wow, Daddy, you're really sweaty.
Daddy, your face is wet. Yeah. Partially frustration, mostly the sun. Mostly the sun and some of my sun.
The sun is definitely involved. Interpret that and spell it how you wish.
Well, I had kind of a, I guess it's kind of a dumb dad moment. It's not really a dumb dad moment, but I wanted to tell you about this because this is something that happened today.
I'll be the judge of that.
Yeah, I know you will be, which is why I bring it up. But I don't really think. Anyway, the plan was, I'm sure you do this. You know, you got to give your partner some time. Sometimes they just need some time. Today was one of those days. My wife, like, worked early, and then we had some dumb dad stuff going on today. So there was a little bit of her being pulled away from work, and so she was like, "I'm gonna have to work later. You know, I'm gonna need some time to work and not be interrupted or not be pulled away. I got to get some stuff done today. A couple of like putting out fires situations happened today, like that kind of thing." And she was like, "Do you think you could go get Emmett from school and bring Henley, and that way you guys could get out of here, maybe go for a drive?"
Great.
Also, small caveat, she didn't nap.
Great.
So
great.
little one didn't take a nap, and it was like, can you go get him? Maybe you guys go for a little drive somewhere.
Does it feel like it's out the door? That's on the way out the door? Naps?
What do you mean?
Like she
for
might be
her?
done?
It was partially my fault today. I got caught up doing stuff, and then like I called my mom for a while, and then before I knew it, it was like she had kind of a late snack, didn't really need lunch, which I kind of pushed the excuse that like it's okay right now because she's cool. She had a couple snacks, and then we were still chatting, and then before I knew it, it was like I gotta go get the boy in like 15 minutes, and she hasn't napped, and so I don't have time to put her down. And then so the calculation is just kind of there. You know, you're kind of like, I think I've found myself into a no-nap situation.
Right.
But to my wife's suggestion, take them out, go for a drive, go get milkshakes with the kids.
Great.
They can enjoy them. You guys go for a drive. I'm like, oh, I'll go listen to a podcast or something and just drive around for a while. She'll probably fall asleep.
This is a great start so far.
Right. I even was like, it's a little bit unfair to have my son wants to come home. We always do homework right away, but he was going to want to go home, relax, watch something like you do as a kid.
Yeah.
So I like sneakily put his tablet in his backpack with his headphones in his school backpack. Right. So when she falls asleep, so he's not bored out of his mind back there, I'll pass him the iPad and he can watch something.
Sick.
Right. So it was all dialed in.
Love it. Where did it go wrong?
Well, then she came out of our bedroom while I was talking to my mom in just diaper only or underwear only, mom's makeup all over her face and body,
perfect
toes, glimmer stuff. She's like a glowy rose of glitter. I mean, she had it all over her face, dude. It was nice lipstick, but she had it across her forehead, down her cheeks, down her chest, all over her toes, all over the dresser, back everywhere, on everything, on our sheets.
Oh my God.
Everywhere. And so that was like, okay, pivot. Can you spare an extra 15 minutes? I know, but we're going to leave. So can you give her a quick bath? Because now she wants a bath. She doesn't even want to go with us. It's like, I want a bath. It's like, okay, let's pivot. Give her a bath. I'll go get the boy. I'll come back. We'll scoop her up.
Yeah.
All clean. We'll head out on our adventure. That worked out. I went and got him. We came home. She was in like all, wet hair, just got all cleaned up for the most part. She was a little glittery hue of pink still there. But so scooped her up, got ready to go. first place we go get the milkshakes. Now we're on our mission. Everything's going according to plan. And I hear, "Oh no, my milkshake!" I mean, it was like 5 minutes down the road. "Oh no, my milkshake!" I turn around, her milkshake. Somehow she had dropped it. It was on the middle. It's like a rear bench seat, and it was in the middle, just gushing out the top. And I'm like, I pull over in an emergency situation. All I can see is it's on the middle part of the seat, in between the two car seats, running back down to the crack, slowly making its way down the seatbelt hole where the seatbelt's coming up. And I was like,
oh, and it's milk.
It's milk. And so I pull over, and I'm like scooping some with my hand just to stop it. And I get every napkin I can find in the car out of the glove box, everything, clean it all up. Not that much came up, enough to have all that happen, but it wasn't like she lost her whole milkshake, right? So pass her back the milkshake. It's all cleaned up. She's kind of looking at me like, is everything good?
Is there anything
Are we good?
more infuriating than when something goes wrong with a kid and like they don't even attempt to fix it? Oh no, look, something bad's happening.
I know.
Hey, I'm closest, but this is bad.
And it's stupid that it's annoying because it's like, I know she can't do anything. I know she doesn't even have the desire to think, oh, something's that kind of wrong.
If it's wrong, fix it. No, it's just like...
It's like, oh, shit, I dropped my milkshake.
Well, I'll look out the window now.
Yeah, and I'm strapped in like a NASCAR driver to my car seat, so I can't lean forward to get it or anything. So, clean it all up. We hit the road again. We're driving. About 15 minutes later or so, maybe, Emmett's like, I'm done with my milkshake. He drank most of it, and he's like, I'm done. I'm getting kind of full. I was like, okay, I'll take it. Grab it from him. And then about 2 minutes later, she's like, Daddy, I'm all done. And I was like, okay. So I turn around to get it out of her hands, and she's holding it forward with both of her hands, but she's definitely holding it. So it's a plastic cup milkshake with a plastic dome lid. She's holding it with her hands out by the lid. And as I turn around, right before I grab it, it pops. It pops. And now she's just holding the lid, and the thing falls to her feet. Boom, explodes. Milkshake goes up the back of the fan, through the vents, up onto the armrest, like onto me, and then it's just like all at the bottom of like where her footwell is, just dumping out milkshake. I was like, oh, I asked you to hold on to it. And I just like, and like right before I got mad in front of the kids, I just got really quiet. And then Emmett was like, I feel really bad. And I was like, you know what? She didn't know. It's an accident.
Right.
But now we got to go home. And he's like, why do we got to go home? And I was like, because that's milk. It's a lot. It's a lot of milk just seeping into the floor of the car. Like, so had to head home, got home.
We're in a heat wave.
In a heat wave.
Sit in the car.
Cannot not go home. Sorry for the double negative. And but it felt like one. And so we got home, and my wife could tell I was really frustrated. I wasn't saying anything, but she could tell I was really frustrated. So I was like tossing the stuff out of the car, and and pissed. And she's like, you don't want to show the kids though. I was like, I know, I'm allowed to be frustrated, but I get it. I don't want to just be like completely dismissive over them when it wasn't on purpose or anything. Right. But it's like I felt bad about that, but never got mad at her or anything. It was just like I was just mad, And honestly, not even because of the milkshake. It's because like the one thing, my wife doesn't ask for much, right? Mm-hmm. Like really, she doesn't. And so when she does ask for something, it's like my mission is that's going to be I'm going to accomplish that. She doesn't ask for much. She asks like, I need a quiet afternoon. Could you maybe just take them somewhere so I can just have a really quiet house and like. Because of reasons I could not control, it wasn't going to happen.
Do you think
it wasn't going to happen? It was like just it's so annoying that like I can't get that done.
Do you think that maybe because your wife doesn't ask for much because this shit keeps happening every time she does? You just can't get it done.
Gee, I wonder why she doesn't ask.
She asked you for an hour.
Yeah. So the car seat came
give her
out.
Cottage cheese.
The car seat underneath the car seat came out. I had to fold the seat up. I'm getting underneath as far as I could get to where the seatbelt was with a wet rag. I'm wiping it out of the seat crevices, off the floor. Like
what a real dad moment that is.
Such a hardcore dad moment.
That's like a dad merit badge moment right there.
Yeah, I had got the hose out. I had to like hose off the thing on the floor, the floor mat. The floor mat. It's like I had to hose all the ice cream out of it and everything. And I still was like, I don't care what anybody says. When I get back inside, we're going. this is not over.
So you took him back out
Oh,
again?
yeah. Yes, I did.
Okay.
And I came back. They had shoes off. They're watching iPads. It was like something comfortable as I'm out there working. It's like 100 degrees outside. I'm sweating my ass off trying to get all this stuff. I put all the car back together, dry it all off, get everything set back the way it was. And I come back in. I was like, let's go.
Did you come in a little hot, or did you come in okay?
No, I was fine. As soon as she said, you're trying to let the kids see how frustrated you are, even though it's something, I was like, yeah, she's right.
Yeah, sometimes your partner resets you.
She's right. She's right. So I was like, and what's the point of staying mad? It happened. I fixed it. It's over.
Sometimes it feels good to stay mad, but I know what you mean. You
Yeah.
live in it, you let it fester, slow cook
Could be
it.
later, and I'll just like punch a pillow before I go to bed or something. I don't know. So yeah, so it was just.
And then you realize that there's a stick of lipstick on that pillow, and you punch it and it explodes, and lipstick goes everywhere.
It's a gel one. It's
Yeah,
a gel
your
one. It just
daughter
goes everywhere.
left.
Yeah, and okay, so what? So yeah, in cleaning it, I'm thinking like, man, if this isn't one of those just like slap you in the face parenting moments,
Yeah.
and this is what I want to do is remember this moment, because I know we got a few of them, but because they happen, it just happens, right?
Sure.
But when somebody says like, I'm about to have my second, what should I look out for? Or like, any advice for having a first kid? And what do you say? Well, it's most important to be patient. Get your sleep, because you're gonna lose it when all that stuff. All that stuff is like all that stuff is like so cliche.
Sure.
Like to me, like that's what it is. You know what's gonna happen to you? You're gonna have it set up. You're gonna have the plan.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna have the day in line. You're gonna have been killing it for 5 days in a row. But in the moment when you need everything to go smoothly,
5?
well, I know I'm getting a little excited here, but in
I'm hoping
the
for
moment
5
you
by the end
need
of the
something
year.
to go well,
Right.
not for any particular reason, but just because like, yeah, I need to get out of here and escape this for a minute, so we can. There's going to be some moments there where, outside of your control, not
Right.
even on purpose, your kids are going to do something, and next thing you know, you're turning around, going back home, taking apart the back of the car to clean warm milk up. You know, and that's just like those moments are just going to happen.
Yeah.
They're going to happen.
I'm sorry, buddy.
So it's all good. I mean, it's because I got to bring a cool, funny story at my own pain and demise to the podcast. But so you see, there you go. You tell me. I don't know if it's such a dumb dad moment, but just a real parenting moment, like trying my hardest to just.
Yeah.
All I wanted to do is take the kid.
Eat it.
All I wanted to do was take the kids both out for ice cream and drive around for a while and come home. Couldn't get it done.
If that's not a dad quote, I don't know what is. Just try to do something nice for the family, and this is what happens. Now I have to detail the car.
Why don't we just stay here, and you could have ripped up $4 and put that in the ground in the back.
Didn't need to involve me. Just steal my wallet next time. What's happening? So angry.
So there you go. That was my afternoon.
Okay.
But still drove around. So we probably gone for like 45 minutes. She fell asleep after about 10 minutes. So she got her little car nap. My son watched whatever show he watched behind there. And
Didn't care about that point.
I got some, we'll see if it was good fantasy football advice or not from a different podcast, and whether or not I can continue on the streak of wins.
Great. Well, good
'Cause it
luck.
Sure felt like a loss.
Certainly wasn't a draw. I've had a week, and just two
It's good.
major days in particular. One was
I've had a week.
two in particular that was like, one was my wife and I were like, we got to figure out our washing machine. You've heard it.
Oh, yeah.
It's very loud.
During the wash cycle, your washing machine was like, it couldn't be more of a cry for help. The noises it was making. Please make this stop. You don't want it to happen. I don't want it to happen.
And we were like, all right, my son's napping. Let's figure.
He's trying to.
This was on a Sunday. We went to the beach in the morning.
Yeah.
And
oh yeah, he's gonna be napping for.
He got wrecked at the beach. It's my favorite thing. I know I've talked about it on the podcast. I know he doesn't get hurt, so I guess that's why I love it so much. But I just watched Ocean doesn't like him. Like, he goes there and is just like, this cute little boy just runs up the Ocean, and the Ocean just slaps him palm open
Get out
in
of
the
here.
face and just puts him in the ground. And he gets up.
To be fair, he trips over like a crayon.
I know.
So for the ocean to like slap him down like you're not welcome here is not surprising to say the least. But
it's just funny every time, and he just got wrecked over and over again. We had a great time, and including him. Like he gets like wrecked by that. I scoop him up from underwater, 'cause I'm right there. He goes just like completely under, and I pick him up, and he does the and just like starts laughing immediately.
Born again.
Yeah, I was like, all right, and so we get home. He slept a little bit on the car ride, even with a mobile device. I had him watching Muppet Babies, his favorite show. Still fell asleep. That's how wrecked he
You had him a
was.
phone or something. He still fell asleep hard.
Still fell asleep. So we tried to put him down. Didn't work.
Nope.
But while he's in there, we're like,
Was he asleep for more than 5 minutes? Not gonna happen.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. Not gonna happen. I've got my reach. Can you imagine having your phone completely die out of complete exhaustion, and you plug it in, and 5 minutes later it's at 100%?
Exactly.
How do children work?
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. Because he was like wide awake in his room. But I was
Yeah.
like, you're going to stay in there because we're going to fix this washer. My daughter can just watch the iPad. Because my problem with my son is at home. He's a wanderer sometimes. So we're like, we'll figure this out. So we're taking the thing apart.
Yeah.
We're doing it. We're doing it right. This was not a dumb dad moment. This was my wife and I are watching videos on this exact brand of washer,
Yeah.
like all that stuff.
You're gonna get it
Step
done.
by step.
You're gonna get it done.
We're going to do it. And we took it apart, and then like one of those wash pods came out right away, and we were like, is that it? Maybe, because like I could see that blocking it, making it struggle. Put it back together. No dice.
Was that all it is,
Still
bud? Was that all you needed?
Still making sounds.
Oh.
We went, well, okay, let's try it again. Let's go the whole distance. This
Reset.
time. So we went back, took the thing apart, and then laid it on its back. Sang a sweet song. And as I was like,
As soon as you said that,
as I was like, look at me, look at me, look at me. My wife, revolver to the temple. We got a new washer.
new washer.
So, yeah, we're taking it apart, and then I just see like we're taking apart this like
Hopefully, we'll see
pump.
you on the other side, pal.
Yeah, we're taking apart this pump that the video's like in here is where a lot of stuff like socks go sometimes.
Yep.
And we're like, all right.
Uh-huh.
As we're taking that apart, I just like look over at a part that we didn't need to take apart next to it, and I see a fridge door from a Bluey doll.
From Bluey's Clubhouse.
Clubhouse.
Bluey's their house. Yeah.
And it is. I can't.
You sent it to me. It looked like a fridge door that you'd see across the street in your neighbor's yard after a natural disaster.
Yeah, it looked like I had taken it for like a motorcycle ride, and I was dragging its face on the ground, going, "Where's the money?" And it was bad, and I don't know how it got wedged in there because it had to shred through, like a protective plastic that was there to not let stuff get it. I don't know how it happened. We still don't.
Persistence. That's how.
But we got it out. It was working fine. So that was like, of course. Here we are thinking, because we only had this thing like a year.
Yeah.
We're thinking, oh wow, like some socks got in there, whatever.
The water pump is struggling. It's something.
No, of course it was the damn kids.
It was the damn kids. The refrigerator broke the washing machine.
Mm-hmm. So it was the fridge making a sound.
Yeah. Interesting
how that works. But that was just a small thing. But then the big one was actually this morning. So when I had a problem this morning, you were doing
Hold
fine.
on. You're going too fast here. How long did it take you to take it apart the first time? Were you like really careful? It take a while?
The first time we didn't take much apart. We had to just like tilt it back, unhook the hose.
Yeah.
Not the water intake, the water outtake. And like
it didn't even have to take its gown off.
Yeah, basically. And that was like that thing popped up, and I was like, that was a big thing. I think we're good.
Let's try it.
Let's try it. And then
send in the clothes.
It didn't work. Second time we took our time. I don't know. I think maybe an hour.
That's not too bad.
Like we took our time.
It's funny when you pull those things apart. I mean, it's just like a big panel, and then
it's so easy.
It's not much in there.
There's
really.
not much in there.
It's because it's a big drum that's being powered. But when you take them apart, it's like, whoa, this is crazy. Looking, I mean, how it looks in there is pretty wild. But really, it's a simple mechanism that just goes forever a lot. But if there's some, I don't understand.
It's just a big carousel.
It's a big carousel.
It's a carousel with water.
What's that ride when you go to the fair when you were a kid? It was like the Gravitron or something.
Ours was called the Turkish Twist.
It's
and it's
essentially, if you were wet, you'd go in there and come out, and you'd be pretty much dry.
Yeah. Well.
Everybody's
fear was somebody was barfing one of those things, and then all of us are just...
Yeah, but if you barf in one of those things, it's not going far past your face before it's rushing back at you if you really think about it. It's the gravity.
I try not to think about it.
Well, congrats on fixing it. So far,
That felt really good.
You've done it now and it has not made the noise. That's really
it doesn't
what
make
it
the
was.
noise anymore.
Could you see that it was wedged up against something?
It was up against the not the belt, the wheel that the belt is on.
Ah, okay.
It's
so it was
huge, a big
so
wheel.
it couldn't
and it's
turn
right
it because
there.
it was wedged up against it.
Every time I was trying to turn, it was.
That's what I don't understand about washing machines. It's true that if your washing machine is struggling or making a funny noise, it probably you really do lose socks in dryers and washing machines.
Right.
But when you look inside of a washing machine, you think, well, how could I have lost a sock?
Yeah, it does make sense.
You know, you're looking at it going,
So we pop this thing up?
does it jump out? Does it float too high in the water? Because it's a big barrel with tiny little holes.
I don't
How does the sock get out of there?
I don't want to just give away ideas to Pixar, but here's your next film.
Well, it's R.I.P. now. We recorded it.
Laundry by Disney and Pixar.
Laundry. The Mix and Match from Pixar.
Yeah.
The new Pixar adventure.
The Lost Sock by Pixar. I don't know where I am. And a ball lint's like, follow me, kid. I'll show you the ropes.
Down in the depths.
Voiced by Gary Busey.
Well, you did it.
So that was
You
fine.
did it. It wasn't dumb because you figured it out and you fixed it.
You're damn right I did. Cut to today. And
Here it comes.
cut to this morning.
Spoiler alert.
My wife is working out, and I'm like realizing I was like, oh, it's like 7:15. My daughter has to be at work at work.
I got to drop your daughter off at work. Yeah.
School's not working out. Kindergarten is just too hard.
Actually, wrong. That's how well it worked.
This
Two weeks of kindergarten. She's a manager at McDonald's now.
So I'm like 7:15. She has to be at school at 8. Luckily, we're walking down the street, so that's not like, oh my gosh. It's like, it's fine. So I go in her room and I'm like, hey, come on, hop up, let's get something. She. The good news is she's still at the point where she's.
Hey, it's 7:58. Get dressed.
Yeah, let's go. We'll get dressed on the walk.
Here's your breakfast.
And she pops out of bed. She's having breakfast, and she gets ready. We're on a roll. We're ready to go. We're starting this new thing because my daughter has forgotten a couple things at school. When we get home and go, guess we're not doing homework tonight. Like the folder one day, the iPad the next. Like, so now we're starting this thing where
she new?
I don't pack her.
Kind of a
I know.
rookie?
That's so funny that it's just like, hey, your daughter is having trouble. And I was like, I don't think she's having trouble. I think she's 5. And this is her first time at school.
She's having trouble navigating life as a 5-year-old?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
She sometimes asks me where her socks are. She has a drawer. She knows where it is. Leave her alone. She's doing her best. Or not. I don't know. But it's hard to get the best out of her. She's a child.
It's hard to get her literal attention, actually.
Yeah.
So,
So we've started this new thing that is I will set up, I'll pack her snacks for her. I'll fill her water bottle. But now I don't put anything in her bag. So in the morning now it's, can you pack your bag? Hoping then that ritual will work in school at the end of the day.
Remind her,
Put your
I need
water
to pack
away.
my bag. Yeah.
Where's your lunch bag? Where's your iPad? Where's your homework folder? Get it all in there. Let's go. I'm feeling
Where's
good.
the cool rock you found at the playground you got to
Feeling
bring home and
good
talk
about
it?
myself. Feeling good.
Whoops.
Wife comes.
No, that's
I know.
it's a early sign there that something's going to go wrong.
Yeah. So my wife comes in and she's like, all right, let's go to school. And I was like, all right, let's go. And then I can just tell my youngest, Julian, is just not into it. And he doesn't want to go. And he doesn't like to go sometimes. So I was like, do you want to come? And he was like, no, I'm going to stay here with Mommy. And
Do you think he knows there's something about, like, I don't like going to say goodbye to her?
I think so. He gets really sad. And sometimes he just doesn't want to. But
yeah,
I think
the little one doesn't want to go either. Doesn't want to go drop him off. And when we have done it, as soon as the separation goes, like, okay, say goodbye, and he goes across on the fence to his friends in class, and she's like, let's go home. I don't want to be, like, she's like, I don't want to hang around for the bell or anything. She wants to go home right away.
It's
like,
probably part sadness and part jealousy, too. It's like, why does he get to do that? It's not just love. I think it's also like, that guy, why does he get that?
Yeah, exactly.
So he doesn't want to, and he goes, no, I want to stay with Mommy. And what I should have done was, okay, bye, and left. So what I said was, I turned to my wife, and I was like, I don't know. You go ahead. I picked her up from school yesterday. You take her to school. It's fine. I'll probably end up picking her up. So she's like, okay. And she leaves. And then I sit down, and I mean less than 2 minutes later,
Mm-hmm.
my son walks up to me with poop in his hands. That he had.
Man, talk about being handed a fistful of regret.
Yeah. And he just went, look what I found. And I was like, where did you find that? And he said,
Well, I made it first, and then I found it.
I
But-
pooped. And I looked in
Yeah.
his underwear, and I can tell. I think he had started to poop and was like, ooh, I'm in underwear. You're not supposed to poop in this thing.
Yeah, I better
And
grab
just
this.
grabbed it. I don't think it dropped in there. I think you just saw a little bit of dirt in there, and you're like, all right, let's get you cleaned up. And then I walk him over, holding his wrist the whole time into the bathroom,
Death grip wrist. His hands are blue.
shake that thing off in the toilet, to which he goes,
Oh, God. Blech. No, you can't have that
you
opinion.
don't get to do that.
You cannot have that opinion.
You don't get to do that. Quentin Tarantino doesn't see a horror movie and go, well, this is graphic.
Oh, boy, that's a lot of blood.
So, no, you don't get to. So then we wash his hands.
You don't get to have that opinion about poop.
We wash his hands, and then I say, do you need to go anymore? Do you have to go poop or pee? Do you need to do any of that? And he's like, no. And I was like, this probably makes sense. I mean, you just did it and caught it. Like, it's like when a pitcher catches a line drive, you know? It's like, wow, okay.
Kind of surprises you, and yeah, okay.
I guess he's out.
Except for you don't go hand it to your dad
So
or the coach.
so then we're like playing at the table, coloring, and I'm like, this is fine, whatever, it's fine. And then I just hear a leak in the ceiling, except it's not the ceiling, it's his pants, and he's peeing on the chair, and he's just peeing all over the chair, and I go, did you just go pee? And he goes, and poop. And he had finished what he had started in his underpants. We had gone through, and
So he's leaking out of his underpants,
yeah, he's leaking,
pissing
out
all over the chair,
and
having also
and
taken a dump.
taking it, and honestly, a pretty foul one too. And again, he's in underpants, not a diaper. Obviously, it's leaking.
Did they go right in the trash?
In the time, no, I cleaned them. And
Really?
in
Were
the-
they Captain America ones or something?
No, they were just newish. They're all new because he started coming out of his face, and he waited till we bought him underpants to be like,
Freshies?
yeah. He's like, Evan's gonna throw away his floor mats, and you're gonna throw away all this underpants. So we cleaned him, and then
He throws away his floor mats. I'm going to throw away my doormats. Back door mats.
boom, and he
Good Lord.
and again, it's important for everybody to understand. My daughter is walking distance to the school. It's a block away. My wife didn't come home for 5 more minutes after the second ball dropped.
There was a lot of activity in this short. All you had to do was say, I'll be back. I'm going to go get
Yeah.
the girl from school, and you can deal with any shit that goes on here.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. I'll be back in 5 minutes.
Wasn't great. It wasn't.
Oh, man. That is just a wild scene. So a follow-up question, how has potty training been going for you?
So, same as it. I mean, it's a setback from what it was, which is now if he's just Winnie the Pooh, if we've got a Winnie the Pooh going on,
Yeah. T-shirt, nothing on the bottom.
yep, he plays a perfect game. No accidents.
Yeah.
I
I understand that, though. As soon as you put a diaper on or underwear on, you feel there was some responsibility to fill there.
Yeah. I wouldn't call that responsibility. I'd call that a waste of time.
There it is. That is fantastic. I'm so glad now that I was just cleaning up Milkshake. I can't tell you.
I was cleaning up a chocolate milkshake. It was.
Here's what I understand. Let's go in on kids. Let's roast kids a little bit more here. You drop a milkshake, you just panic.
Mm-hmm.
You drop your drink on carpet. The kids just panic. I don't know what to do. My situation's ruined. I don't understand why he just reaches back there and grabs a handful of fecal matter, and his reaction is to be like, check this out.
Look what I made.
Look what I made. What? I made my own Play-Doh. Can you go get me an empty canister?
Can you give me that spaghetti thing where I squish it out? And
Yeah,
it
let's
comes
make
out in
hair.
strings?
Why? How is that an instinct? Why is the instinct not, this is human waste? I mean, I don't understand. Why don't they have that ability about them? And he's handing it to you.
Here's the thing.
Can you take care of this?
As with milk,
And then he put it in the toilet, and he's like, ugh, gross. Oh, disgusting. Like, you were holding it.
You're holding it.
You
You've seen all of us, including yourself, go to the bathroom on the toilet. What is this setback?
Do we turn around and grab it and carry it around? No.
Yeah.
The dog takes a dump in the backyard. Does he take it anywhere? Or do I take a shovel and socially distance myself from it and throw it in the trash? Who have you seen do that? Grab it.
It's important that you tell me if you've seen somebody do this.
That's true. What shows do you watch?
Yeah.
Who have you seen?
I know some stuff gets by on YouTube TV. You can tell me what's happening.
But I feel like I would have heard that coming from the other room. Grab your poop and show it to mommy and daddy. Hey, Dad.
What are you watching? Blippy. Turn it off. That's what we call
If you know,
a
you know.
deep cut.
That is just, oh, man. Any parent out there is just putting themselves into your situation today and feeling really bad. And I can't believe I shook your hand when I got here.
Oh yeah, I haven't.
That's really
My cuticles.
that's really
are a
setting my
nightmare.
cuticles. You guys paint? You do some painting nails today? No.
No way.
Not with nail polish. No.
You played
Wow.
with some old kinetic sand.
Boy,
So we'll leave it there.
what a wonderful,
Leave it there on the.
wonderful experience parenting is. Such a magical ride of bewilderment and children handing you their own feces.
What have I done?
You got a second one, and that's your fault because your first one never did that. Did she ever do that?
No, she potty trained like a champ.
Yeah,
She
potty training a champ.
Here's the thing.
And
though.
now you got your
She
kid.
did potty train later. Is the thing. So here's
That's
where
your
I need
takeaway
to,
here. Why is the difference? You started him too early, so he's just like, "Hey, poop
My
is."
daughter potty trained probably a year later. He's early.
I can.
Here's the thing.
Maybe
I'd
she's too early.
rather be in diapers than have to deal with this nightmare. I'd rather be in diapers for another year.
Like you would rather wear diapers for a year?
Yeah. Yes. And then I can hand it to him and see how he likes it. I don't think I could do that.
You don't think? I doubt you could put it in one hand.
Let's just leave it. I could go on. a
Yeah, I know.
tangent.
This could be a while. This could be a while, and
This
people
would
might be
an
eating.
explicit contract. Podcast.
Okay, on to bigger and brighter things. Let's remind the people. Yeah, this is episode number 99 of the podcast.
99. One more to go, and we're shutting it down. Right?
Is that what we're doing?
Oh, no, I guess not.
Could. We could if we want to. You don't know. Yeah, episode 99. So we're going to do a live event for the 100th. It's the only really way to celebrate a 100th episode of something, I
Mhm.
truly believe. And so it'll be fun.
It'll be
Maybe
so
we
fun.
can, maybe we'll do like a quiz. I don't know. I think we got some fun stuff planned. We'll put it together in like a live show so people can just kind of watch along. Maybe we could take some comments too from YouTube or something
That'd be great.
while we're doing it. A question or comment from YouTube or something would be cool.
Yeah.
And then we'll, yeah, I'm pumped. I'm excited.
What are you going to wear?
How about some new merch?
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
All right.
Okay. I'm going to send us off. Remind the people if they're in for the
Yes.
first day and probably the last day considering the stories we just told, let them know how they can recommend somebody not listen to us. What handles would you avoid?
Avoid at DumbDadPod on TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter. Subscribe to the YouTube page, and you'll get alerts about the lives and all that good stuff. And
Yeah.
again, check out our TikTok page specifically to find out the exact time, just so that we can nail that down. It'll be up soon. The event will be there on TikTok, but you can watch it again on TikTok, Instagram, or YouTube. Send us out with a dad joke.
Nailed it. Here he comes. Ready? Did you hear about the skunk who fell into the river?
Skunk who fell into the river.
Yeah.
No.
Poor thing stank right to the bottom.
What?
It's because they have the ability to use like little beads in their anal cavity to aim
I
spray.
just mean like a river threw me off. Could have been a pool.
It's meant to. It's meant to throw you off.
I mean, the pun is what throws you off. It's not a joke. It's just you changed the word.
Goodbye.